I fell asleep too early again, so I was up at 2, which means I'm gonna have to fall asleep again. I'm gonna have to fall asleep again. But what I generally do when I wake up in the middle of the night is I watch back some of the videos I've done to refresh my memory about things. So I'm watching back the Provisional Progressive Caucus footage, which, by the way, they pulled off their Facebook channel. Why? Did you guys put it back up? Did you put it back up yet? I haven't looked. But they pulled it down. It's a 4-hour long Zoom meeting. They pulled it down. The more and more I watch this, the more and more I realize that one of two things happened in advance of that meeting. And this is one of the reasons it's so hard to do business with this entire group of people. So they were dropping hints throughout the meeting, the 4 hours. They were dropping hints throughout that we should consider leaving the party. Now, this, of course, would benefit the people who they define as being establishment. If we're not there to debate and work within the party and, try and get bylaws changes and try to advance resolutions and stuff, then that definitely benefits corporate interests if there's nobody there to challenge. Definitely benefits corporate interests. But just listening to the way they discuss this, and they tried to be very crafty and careful about it, that at the same time that they were dropping all this despair, that's what you guys are doing. You're dropping a ton of despair. They were also towing that party line of making sure that they didn't say anything that would have gotten them censured and removed from the party. Because there are consequences, you guys. There's consequences if you fuck up. There are consequences. And each one of those motherfuckers is a delegate to the party. Except for like one or two of them. Like, I don't think Emma is right now. She can't get elected for shit. But the other ones are. They're delegates to the party. And not only that, like, there's a few people on that Progressive Caucus who are candidate hopefuls who want to run for assembly and stuff. So they have to be somewhat careful about how they do this. But they did it in such a way that they were dropping the despair. They were dropping that despair while at the same time acting like, but I disagree with this. I know that everybody wants to leave the party right now, but I disagree with this. I think that we should stay here. They were dropping all this despair on purpose, and they keep doing this bullshit all the time. This is how they gaslight people. This is how they gaslight people, you guys. They keep doing this over and over again. Dropping the despair, trying to convince people it's not worth our time. We're facing such an uphill battle. The party's so mean to us. The party's so mean to us. And so we should really seriously consider whether or not it's affecting our mental health. That was something that Regina Banks said. Or no, it wasn't Regina. It was the other one that came in as a speaker. Lisa from San Diego. We should consider how this affects our mental health. This is exactly, folks, this is exactly what corporatists would be pleased to see happen. They want to see you all give up your seats at the table and leave the party. That's exactly what they want to see happen. If you want to see an entire flood of corporatists come in and take over politics, that's how they would do it. That's exactly how they would do it. I'm watching this back and I'm just like, was this planned? Are you really that wrapped up into groupthink that you thought that was a good idea? are you all part of some cult that is brainwashing you? And I keep circling back to it's planned because it makes no fucking sense. And you're all supposedly intelligent leaders with professional occupations. these are I think Amber's an attorney, you guys. Like these people have professional occupations. They're not unintelligent people. So the idea that they are subscribing to such groupthink is, well, they are. Obviously, it's kind of a combination of all of it. But there's a manipulation going on with that particular group of people that is, it's one of these things where I think a lot of people who participate in politics all the time or watch a lot of live streamers, because the live stream network is kind of connected to all of this too, you get sucked into an alternate universe of thought. But folks on the outside who don't participate in politics a lot, or are not part of this particular brand of politics, can look at it with more reasoning and be like, well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. That doesn't make any sense. But the groupthink going on there is just insane. It's insane. It's insane. All right, what do you got? Thank you, Ro. I'm not looking gorgeous. It's like 2 a.m. and my hair is not, I'm in a bathrobe, but I appreciate it. I don't always have the ability to, but I don't have a camera stand. I don't know what to tell you. I just go live with my thoughts. This is like a video diary to me because, as I mentioned on one of my other live streams last night, my eyesight's going. So it's easier for me to speak what's on my mind rather than try and type it all out. It's easier for me to just speak it. But yeah, I think, after all the years that I've been doing this, it's very clear to me that after I've seen so much odd behavior out of this particular group of people, there's no way these people actually believe the words that are coming out of their mouth. I can't, there's no way that they believe everything that's coming out of their mouth. They are purposely trying to manipulate people. They wouldn't all sound identical in their statements if they weren't trying to purposely manipulate people. There would be a little bit less synergy and identicalness in what they're trying to accomplish. Yet they're all in exactly the same place. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. This is like brainwashing cultism. It's I don't know what the purpose of the Progressive Caucus is anymore, other than to make shit up. I don't know what the purpose is anymore. What are they doing to actually organize efforts to forward legislation? I have a YouTube channel, Ro. I do. I share videos from my YouTube channel all the time. All right. Somehow I gotta get back to sleep.